bit of piano. Someone has a piano, poshy. Our next guest, welcome back, everybody. Our next guest has been everywhere from stage to screen, collecting stories and chaos along the way. Chaos.
Comedian, pianist, and actor Sharon Mannion is here.
Wow.
Morning to you, Sharon.
This is how horrible rumours spread.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to get ahead of this story before it breaks.
Yeah. Well, listen, before you think about how you got the piano and a good story around it, let's take a look at Sharon in action.
I am 41. I am starting to feel old. Not like Joe Biden old, do you know what I mean? Not like poor old Joe. I mean, my dad's in his 70s and we barely let him near the microwave. This guy's going around with a nuclear football. I don't know. I don't like it. But I know I am starting to feel old because I'm starting to resent anybody younger than me. Do you know, you're nodding furiously. You're like, yeah. Young people with their self-esteem and their sex positions make me sick.
Okay, she's just trying to go asleep there, so let's get started. Did everybody hear that noise? Can we check that before we start? Don't mind me, I'm just keeping time. That's 7 hours till the alarm goes off. I'd like to talk about the possibility of a terror attack on the road. 6 hours. Post a letter, mow the lawn, put on a wash, hair appointment at 2. I think the hair straighteners are still plugged in.
What? Sorry.
God, that's hard to watch at 9 in the morning. My God, what a shock to the system.
We're going back with the Joe Biden one now, a few years there is what's going on. Sharon Mannion, good morning, how are you?
Good morning, wearing and Tommy.
Good
Do you want to explain the piano? Because we kind of got you a bit out of context.
Yeah, you've made me sound very middle class there, which is so not true, guys. I'm such a humble, relatable person. Got the piano free off Twitter, okay? And
How?
Yeah. Well, I'm a lurker on social media, particularly on Twitter. I'm not stepping into that pit anymore.
No. Right.
But there is a thing, pianos are hard to get rid of because, you know what I mean? If you don't want your piano anymore, what are you going to do? You can't put it out with the green bin or whatever. It's just, it's too much.
It's the picking up, the whole thing.
It's the picking up and everything. So a lot of people, give them away. And this lovely guy on Twitter was giving his away. And for years, I had said to Danny, my husband, I'd love a piano. And I see them sometimes online. He was like, no, we have no space. And so if you don't get in quick, you don't get it. So this time I saw this guy was giving it away and it was like up 5 seconds ago. And I went, I'm going to defy my husband. I'm going to take this piano and then I'm going to deal with Danny later, which I highly recommend.
I was about to say, I think, yeah.
Do you stick it in the boot? How did you get into the house?
I had to pay for it to be delivered or whatever, like by expert piano people. So it was like 200 quid or something to get it delivered. But as I was saying to you beforehand, my kids just use it as a shelf. So it's just kind of sitting in
You're not the Von Trapps.
No, I thought we'd all be sitting around, singing. But no, there's usually clothes on it and just like... It's a clothes horse sometimes.
You've opened me up to a whole new world of piano dealing happening on social
telling
media
you,
that I just didn't realise.
Isn't it?
Because it's like, when you have kids and then when they grow up and you have all this buggies and crap, you just want somebody to take it.
And you want it to be gone.
You want it to be gone.
It's a done deal, but it's always hard to give it away for nothing. Don't you kind of find, like, should I put a price on it?
Well, not everybody thinks that way, Tommy. Some people, think about the societal impact.
Well, I'd say they do, of course. But I just find when you put something up online, it's unbelievable. Like, people come from anywhere. People are lurking, as you say, to get this stuff.
I'm lurking. I'm like, what can I have? And I'll take anything. I'm still that friend who's like, my friends will arrive at my door with a refuse sack of their old clothes. And they're like, do you want anything? I'm like, yes, I do.
Take it all.
I'll wear anything. I don't care.
Okay.
It's free.
You're going to come down to my change room afterwards. You can just
100%.
go through it all. That would be
100%.
unbelievable. It's lovely to have you here. There's a lot going on with you.
There's
a lot going on with you. You've become a runner.
This is again now, I want to get ahead of this story because Jennifer Zamparelli bullied me into doing the VHI Women's Mini Marathon, but it was for a great cause, for Cool Mine Rehabilitation Services. So I was delighted to do it. And dare I say, I kind of enjoyed it, a little bit. And I bought a running vest, it's just a red flag.
Once you've bought the vest.
There's no going back.
No.
So I've done the park run now 3 times. 3 times.
Well done.
And twice I managed to run the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I'm Mo Farah.
And you're getting filmed as you cross finish lines.
Yeah,
now.
I went with my cousin in my cousin Sinead in Castlereagh on Saturday. And of course she did that thing that everybody does, go, I'll be so slow. And I was like, okay. And I was ahead of her for like 10 seconds, feeling great, but she was just putting in her headphones and then she was just gone. And then I'm coming to the finish line like, and she's there, I see with the phone. Oh my God.
She's a runner now, guys. Sharon's a runner now.
You weren't enjoying the heat though last week.
No. Does anybody enjoy the heat?
Yes.
Oh.
Don't start
Did you
now.
take a trip to the beach as well?
I did.
It goes so well.
I need to stop putting things up online, and because I'm constantly surprised that people know this information about me. Yeah, I said, listen, last day of school or second last day of school, I think it was. Let's go. We'll take the kids. We'll go to the beach. It'll be great. Now we live in Lucan, so the beach is an hour away, and it was the hottest day of the year. So of course, Sharon thinks nobody will have this plan. Look at me being spontaneous and original. But of course, everybody had that plan. So we couldn't get parking. And then Danny says, you get out. He's starting to get cranky then, you know, you guys get out. We were all getting hungry as well.
Yeah.
You guys get out. And I was like, what? I'll circle and then I'll come back. I was like, this isn't a fun beach experience. So I get to the beach. I have all the bags. I have everything. The kids are gone. And I'm one of those I'm very nervous Nelly. When they're up to their ankles, I'm like, they're going to get swept away. Like, I'm one of those. So I'm literally just like staring at them out in the water with all the bags, the phones, I'm just like, this is, yeah. And Danny rang, are you ready yet? Are you ready yet?
Ready to go?
We're here 5 minutes. It was horrendous.
I hate taking the kids to the beach.
Yeah.
It is stressful, isn't it?
Nobody enjoys it, I don't think.
And
well,
you're
they
trying
seem to, but...
Put the sun cream on them and then the sand gets to...
it's good. And then they're like, I've got sand everywhere. Yes, you do, because we're at the beach.
We're at the beach.
Like,
we need to explain this to you.
You know,
Is it as stressful as going on? I never knew you went on Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah.
When was this?
This was it last year or the year before? They got onto me on Instagram. And of course I did that thing. They were like, we'd love you to come on the show. And I was like, no, I'm all about the art, guys. Sorry. I wouldn't be into that. And then they were like, there's a £250,000 cash prize. I was like, I will be on that flight. Let me go. So I went, and yeah, it's a mad experience. I talk about it in my show, which is what I'm here to plug.
Yes.
So if you want the full story, you have to come and see that.
Yes.
But yeah, it was a mad experience, and they just like, I went on my own thinking like, you know, I've done loads of gigs. What could, like, I don't need anybody. But when you're there, they're like really whipping you into a frenzy. Like you feel like a bottle of Fanta that's just been shook, and they're like, the judges are going to be coming soon, and you're like, like, it's just madness. And then you're kind of farted out onto the stage, kind of in this, you know, like haze. Now the audience were incredible, I have to say. The audience were, because they didn't even say, when the judges spoke to me, they were like, I had my guitar with me because I was going to sing a song. And the judges kind of went, you know...
the piano was going out as well.
Listen, I was running, I was everything. I had my vest on. And I realised when I spoke to them, they just said, you know, I think that Simon said, what's your name and where are you from? But I never said I was a comedian. So as I'm kind of starting to talk, I'm going, oh, dear God, they don't even know that I'm going to try and be funny. So this could be... They just were going to think I'm the most dull singer. Anyway, luckily the audience got on board straight away, and they were incredible. And sure, the judges were like, oh my God. Bruno was like, you're at the Irish Victoria Award. And I was like, this is it. I was ready to ring the family and go, I'm not coming home. I belong to the Brits now. This is it. And sure, I would say I was back 2 days and I got a call going, hello, is it Sharon? Yeah. Yeah, no, you haven't made it to the live shows. Sorry.
Did you get yeses though?
Yeah, I got 4. Did I get yeses, Tommy? They were telling me this was it.
Well, this is a Swizz. 4 yeses and you don't get through.
Yeah, well, so the way they do it is like they give a certain amount of people. I think even if you get 3 yeses, you're in the mix. And then the production team, you know, have their conflab and they go, right, we'll take this one, we'll take this one.
You talk about this more in the show.
I do.
What's the name of the show and where are you going to be?
Jukebox Donkey. So 3 more shows left on this current tour. So there it is in the smallest print that I could possibly find.
Yeah, you're going to be in Waterford.
Theatre Royal Waterford, August 22nd. Mick Doyle's in Kilkenny, in Graignamanagh, and October 3rd, I'm reading it there myself.
The Abbey.
In the Abbey Tavern in Howth.
And you have worked in the International, doing the comedy club there for 5 years.
5
You've been the
I've
MC
been
there.
Doing the Comedy Cellar.
And you are unbelievable. You are
Thank you,
incredible at that job. Something that was started by Ardle, like that has been going on for so long.
Yeah.
But you're leaving that because obviously you're doing more of this.
So busy.
And the podcast, Middle Rage, yourself,
podcast.
Norma and Jen.
Myself, Norma
Sheehan
Sheehan and Jennifer Zamparelli. And it's basically an exercise in me and Jennifer Zamparelli just trying to corral Norma Sheehan and just try and control her in some way, shape, or
People
form.
don't believe that Norma is like that.
No, people think, oh, it's an act. She must have... No, she's mental. And we all worked together on Bridget Eamon.
Yeah.
And you see, I don't even think Jennifer realised how much, like me and Norma would be in a lot of scenes together. And I was basically babysitting Norma going, no,
You were
don't say that.
Concepta,
No,
yeah.
no, Norma, no, don't do that now. No, Norma, nobody wants you to move that light. No. Like, she'd be just up doing things. Going, I think maybe, no, Norma, that's not your job now. That's the sound operator. Leave the boom alone, you know. So now Jennifer's like, oh, I see it. But we have some exciting news coming on Wednesday about possible live shows.
More live shows. Okay, well, that's the Middle
Middle
Rage
Rage.
podcast.
Yeah,
Then, of
really
course,
enjoyable. You sound like you're having a ball. You
Jukebox
really do.
Donkey. If you do want to get tickets, go on to SharonMannionComedy.com/tickets. There's 3 dates available.
Pleasure
Get
to
on
have
it.
you in this morning,
Guys,
Sharon.
thank you.
And
I'd
will you
love
bring?
to
Do
run.
you have the guitar and the
I
piano?
do.
Wheeling out with
I'll
the
bring
piano as
I'll
well.
bring everything. Yeah, the accordion.
4 yeses, and she's sitting here with us, not with £250,000 pounds, not
Yeah.
even euro,
Yeah.
pounds.
Maybe she did, but that's next season. Anyway.
Sharon, thank you so much for coming in. We really do appreciate it.